Hello and welcome back to Food with Chetna. I'm Chetna Makan. If you have no idea whose channel you've tuned into. Right, so today I'm using the fresh fenugreek for today's delicious recipe. And I am making a lovely methi matar paneer malai. That's a lot, I know, but it's fenugreek, peas, paneer in a creamy, delicious sauce. It is delicious. It is a treat. It's a proper feast. So let's get cooking. Going to start with 3 roughly chopped onions and 2 tablespoons of oil. Sunflower, rapeseed, vegetable, whatever you like. Next goes in the onions. And I'm also adding 5-6 garlic cloves. I've just peeled them and that's it, not even chopped them up. Also adding a little bit of ginger. And also around 20 pieces of cashew nuts. I'm just going to continue cooking this on medium heat for 5 minutes until they kind of start to soften up and start getting some color. And while the onions are cooking, I'm just going to roughly chop 4 tomatoes. You can see it's got a lovely, very light color. That's all I want. I'm going to add the tomatoes. I'm going to increase the heat and cook this for good 10 minutes. And at this point, I'm just going to add a chopped up red chili as well for some kick. You can use green chili, you can use a really hot one, a mild one, according to your taste. So it's been 10 minutes and the tomatoes have softened up completely. They're mushy. It's all looking and smelling lovely. I'm going to turn off the heat and then let this cool down for 5 minutes. Now I will just put it in a blender and blitz it to a smooth paste. Just going to add 2 tablespoons of water. So it will just help it blitz up. So taking the same pan, I haven't cleaned it, it's fine. I'm just going to add 2 tablespoons of oil. So going to add good 2 tablespoons of butter. And it's just beginning to melt and heat up. I'm going to add a stick of cinnamon. I haven't got big bay leaves, so I'm adding 3 smaller ones. So you can add just big one. And 4 cardamom pods. Just let it sizzle. And then I add in the puree. And to get this out, I'm just going to add in a little bit of water to this. And now I just cook this. So after a good mix, I am going to cook this on kind of low medium-ish heat. Going to cover and cook this for half an hour, and I'm going to stir it halfway through. So I have cooked this for 20 minutes. I've got 10 more minutes to go. And if it gets too kind of thick, like really sticking to the pan, you don't want a curry, you just still want it dry, but you don't want it to burn. So just add a couple of tablespoons of water. Another 10 minutes. can see that the color of the paste that we were making has changed from a light yellowy orange to a deeper, kind of deeper rusty orange, which means it's cooked really well. Starting with the spices, I've got 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm adding half a teaspoon chili, but I would recommend 1 teaspoon. Also just half a teaspoon of turmeric, don't need much. And 2 teaspoons of ground coriander. And then we mix. And we turn the heat off. So take the heat off. Then goes in 4 tablespoons of yogurt. I use natural yogurt all the time for all the recipes that call for yogurt. I'm just going to stir it, and this will help it not split. And once the yogurt has gone in, I'm going to add 50 ml of water, just because it needs a little bit of liquid. I'm going to make it 100 ml of water. Just a good mix. The heat is still off because otherwise your yogurt will split. So I'm going to turn the heat off and keep it on low. And I've got here 150, like 1 bunch of fenugreek. So that was around 150 grams. It's a bit less without the stems, but the whole bunch was 150 grams. Just going to mix it through. Also going to add 200 grams of frozen peas. You can use fresh if it's in season where you are. And another 100 ml of water goes in. And here I've got 2 blocks of paneer, and that's a total of 450 grams. Just going to cut it into small pieces. And in goes the paneer. A nice mix. So again, low heat, around 15 minutes. And I'm just going to put 2 to 3 tablespoons of double cream to this. Oh, look at that. Just look at that. That is stunning. Oh, all I want is some piping hot naan to go with this. You can try a naan with this, or I've got a really quick flatbread recipe which will go perfectly with this if you don't have much time. But whatever you do, you must try this Methi Matar Paneer Malai. Oh boy, it's good. It is so good. If you don't have paneer, you can skip paneer and make it methi matar. If you don't have fenugreek, which is methi, you can skip methi and make it matar paneer. So if you don't have a couple of things, you can adjust and add some tofu, or you could add some roasted cauliflower. But whatever you do, please do give this a go. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next week with a brand new recipe. Bye for now. Delicious.